it's like Showtime or something.
Yeah, I know. It's a little late. And
Showtime at the Apollo or something. I don't know what's going on.
Showtime at the Apollo Cruise.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Such Good Shoot, the podcast about anything and just about everything but wrestling tonight. There's a million and one things in the wrestling world going on. There's 47 premium live events happening in the next 3 days, and we just don't care tonight. We're going to talk about something else, something completely different, something off the rails. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be amazing. And by the way, that is Isaac.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Dozer.
They found me.
We found him. We lost Shane.
We lost Shane. No, we know where Shane is.
You want to come back?
Shane's lost in the skyline, man.
Yeah, man. He's been playing. He really got into that City Skylines game, and he's just been gone. I don't know, man. He's at his computer. That's the worst part. We just can't get him away from City Skylines.
Can't do it. I don't blame him. It's a banger. It's a straight banger. If you're not playing it right now, you should be. Honestly, I don't know why you're watching us.
It's like SimCity without aggressive DRM and other stuff making the game unplayable. So
yeah,
it's there. Play it.
Do it.
Not a sponsor, but we will happily take you as one.
Just do it. I'm gonna
That's
just
Nike. They'll sue our asses.
Just do it in the Enchanted Kingdom. I sent you that picture the other day from Lindenville, Vermont, and holy shit, dude! Yeah, I've driven by it a couple of times, and it's called the Enchanted Cafe, I think, or the Enchantment Cafe, but like it's straight up Disney font that they have on their windows. And it's pretty funny. If Disney has offered rewards for tips on those kind of things, I would have fucking taken that in a heartbeat. Give me that Disney money, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, while Shane is coming, we'll find him eventually.
Yeah, right now he's just breathing hard, but he will be coming soon.
Yeah. We'll get there as we're on our way there, because we're gonna try our best to stall till he gets here to talk about our main event, which we are reviewing: the illustrious, the amazing, the stupendous Studio 666.
Well, I mean, you don't think if it's any of those things, but
hey, spoilers,
dude. This is the thing. This is the thing about Such Good Shoot that you never know. I was guaranteed. I would have put all my money in Vegas on the fact that we all were going to love this movie. Dozer because he loves Dave Grohl so much. Shane because he loves the Foo Fighters and just sort of horror movies so much, and me because I'm a pothead and I don't know. It was stupid.
There were drugs involved in this movie.
There were some. It was just. I mean, it was funny. Whitney Cummings. I like her. She's very funny. But yeah, no, I was just surprised that we weren't all in agreement on this one. So, but that's very on brand for us.
Yes. So while we wait to get there, we all know that Isaac and I do not watch a lot of current wrestling or wrestling in general that we're not watching for this show.
Yeah, I don't watch any. I barely watch the wrestling for this show, man.
With a million and one things happening this weekend. And apparently there's some big one happening Saturday and Sunday. It's like GCW Wrestlemania 38 or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. But
that's this weekend, eh?
Yeah, I figured I'd give a quick run through the card and see what Isaac thinks of what's coming up.
Okay. Am I giving predictions? You could
give predictions. You could just give your thoughts. You could give the first thing that comes to your mind when we talk about it.
I'm gonna give my first thought and my prediction on the winner.
There are a total of 14 matches.
Over 2 nights. 7 a night so far. There's probably going to be a surprise match or two. They like to do that shit, and then
it takes up too much time and cuts out shit from another match.
Yeah,
But
well,
okay, we'll start off Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. I like both of them. I mean, my gut instinct is that Becky wins. I feel like Bianca Belair had a WrestleMania moment last year. I don't know, and Becky I feel like was out last year, right, with the kid.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel like it's her year. Give it to her.
Okay.
Also, I saw her, she's got a new look. She's got a new haircut. She looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, not surprisingly, she's fucking gorgeous, and yeah, and I think that Bianca Belair looks like Sunny Kiss with the weave, but hot. I mean, that's a hot look. I would bang Sunny Kiss. So whatever.
That's fair enough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to the Mysterios taking on The Miz and Logan Paul.
Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this very, very much. And no matter who wins, everybody loses.
Yes, because we know the Mysterios are going to lose because the celebrity always wins.
Yeah. And I don't give a fuck about Dominic, but Ray's a legend. Ray's one of the greatest of all time. He's probably the most popular luchador in the history of the sport.
At least in America.
Yeah, but I mean,
I can't speak for Mexico. I don't live there.
Yeah, but I feel like with the global reach of the Dubs and of WCW and all of it, it's like it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry, titties. Yeah, it's hard not to argue that he's too good to be doing what he's going to be doing this weekend.
Okay. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss.
I mean, my first thought is that it's poor fucking Drew, man. This is the man who won the championship at WrestleMania 2020 when no one was there. There was no Thunderdome. There was no piped in noise. There was nothing. It was probably the single worst live event of all time. And not because there was any of the content of it. It was just everything about it. It was not a wrestling match. Like, it did not feel like professional wrestling. It was too weird. It was too soon after everything got shut down and they had no idea what they were doing. And so he won there, was posing for nobody with the belt. And then he lost the belt at the first live event with fans at it again. And now he's doing this. He's got to win.
God, yes.
But it doesn't mean anything at this point. It's just, it's just a filler match, another filler match, and it's a fucking shame for someone as talented as Drew.
Yeah. That brings us to the Usos taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
This should be really good. Rick Boogs really surprised me at the Rumble. He was one of the wrestlers that fucking just stood out to me. He was awesome. I had so much fun watching him do his thing. Shinsuke, damn, that's a nice ass too. Shinsuke is probably top 5 wrestlers in the world, in my opinion. The guy's incredible. And the Usos are top 5 best tag teams in the world right now. And yeah, I think that'll be a great match. I would hope Shinsuke and Boogs win this one. That's my gut instinct, but it's WrestleMania. You never know.
Yeah. The New Day taking on Sheamus and Ridge Holland with Butch.
Who?
Butch.
Oh, that's
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne and who?
Ridge Holland.
That's the protege guy of Sheamus or whatever.
That's the guy who killed Big E.
This I'm not crazy about. I mean, I like Pete Dunne a lot. I don't know if Pete Dunne is a guy that I think will match styles well with Xavier and Kofi.
Well, Butch is just on the outside. He's just on the outside.
It's 2-on-1.
It's Sheamus and Ridge.
Oh, Sheamus too. Oh, yeah. Well, again, that's one hell of a styles clash. And I don't mean that as like a pun about AJ or whatever, but it's like a big clash of styles that I don't know how well it's going to work.
Yeah.
Winners. Oh God, man! After what happened to Big E, how do you not make the New Day win?
The New Day has to win.
They have to. They can't. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude! The guy broke his fucking neck.
Yeah. Okay. That brings us to Charlotte Flair versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Oh, Ronda's gonna win. Yeah, I mean, I'm still pissed off that this is the match they went with. It not like everything I've seen, all the clips, none of it is compelling. None of it feels, yeah, it feels just like forced. Yeah, a match between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, on the other hand, now that would have been compelling, and that would have been felt real and organic. But yeah, I mean, Ronda's got to win, and I did think about naming my Audi Ronda Rousey, but I wanted it to last a while, so I named it Audi Roddy Piper, because that motherfucker had one long healthy career. So
he absolutely did, and now we begin a series of what I can loosely call clusterfuck matches.
Jesus Christ! Wait, so what match are we in the first night? Did we just do?
We did 6 out of 7 matches for the first night. I am saving one of them for later.
So that you're saving the main event? Is that what you're doing for the first night?
Not necessarily the main event. We don't know the order. It probably will be the main event.
I see. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going then.
Okay. Next, we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match.
I hate it. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it so much.
I will make you hate it more. I will make you hate it more.
Oh boy. All right, yeah, let's fucking go.
We have Queen Zelina and Carmella taking on Sasha Banks and Naomi.
What?
Taking on Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Taking on Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
What? Not a single one of those teams makes any fucking sense.
No, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley can make sense. They're the only ones who can make sense.
Because they're both kind of weird, I guess, and then you have two black
They're both kind of rockers, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hate it still.
And just so you know, Zelina and Carmella are the champions going into this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they retained, but like, who gives a fuck?
No one does. That's the point.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, why would you ever put it on Natalya and Baszler? Like, I love Baszler.
We don't have time for the United States or Intercontinental Championship matches on this night on these.
Oh God, that's right. They put that shit on SmackDown.
Okay.
Poor fucking Ricochet.
That brings us to Johnny Knoxville taking on Sami Zayn in an anything goes match. Apparently, that's the hardcore match modifier we're using.
So Johnny's gonna win because there's a easy way out. It's gonna have something to do with like one of the fat dudes in a midget.
I think we have to have a prop bet going here on the chances of a shopping cart making an appearance.
Yeah, there probably will be a shopping cart. Someone pushed down a shopping cart. But yeah, I mean, what I see happening is Sammy getting double, like, fucked over by somebody who's very fat. somehow, and a
yeah,
midget. Like I could see him like a midget kneeling behind him, and someone pushing him over, and a fat man sitting on him, and Johnny pinning him that way. I mean, like honestly, like yeah,
I don't have high
yeah.
hopes.
No, but Johnny wins because he's Johnny Knoxville, and
He's the celebrity.
yeah.
That brings us to Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
This is an interesting one. I am very excited for this match. I think this is going to be a really good match. Everything I've seen of Pat McAfee and from NXT was awesome. I'm curious to see how he does one-on-one because I don't think he's had a one-on-one match even in NXT.
I don't think so either.
Like,
And he was, even if he did, it was against Adam Cole.
Okay, yeah. I think he did have that with Adam Cole. I remember he had something. I just couldn't remember if it was like a tag or what. But Adam Cole is Adam Cole. Austin Theory is decidedly not Adam Cole.
He's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not Adam Cole.
So I'm definitely interested to see the match they have. I feel like McAfee takes the win, but it's a fucky finish of some sort.
Neither of these guys can really lose here.
No, that's a tough one. Yeah, maybe some sort of DQ. No, yeah, maybe a DQ of some sort. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know, but probably McAfee wins with a punt kick of some sort.
Yeah, I can see that. That brings us to a triple threat tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, where we have RK Bro, current champions,
yes,
taking on the Street Profits
and
Alpha Academy.
So, I really feel like they're trying to build towards a big break between Randall and
yeah.
But does it happen tonight? No, I think they retain. I think they tease something tonight. Ultimately retain that leads something, or on WrestleMania that leads to something going down Monday. God, 3 nights in a row. Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck you, Vince.
4 nights. Don't forget SmackDown.
That's on Tuesdays now?
No, that's on Friday.
Oh, fuck.
Friday, Saturday,
Sunday, Monday. God damn, that is how weeks work.
Don't forget. Don't forget, before WrestleMania on Saturday is NXT Stand and Deliver.
Oh, God.
That brings us to Edge versus AJ Styles.
Oh, that should be good.
That would be the working match of the pay-per-view. That would be the work rate.
Yeah, I would think AJ wins this one. But it should be a good match. I mean, it'll be.
I think if AJ wins, he takes a licking through most of it, though.
Yeah, I think he makes Edge look strong. Still goes over, but I mean, I've seen some of this. Like, you look at what they did with Edge in the Royal Rumble, and I wonder.
Yeah. Plus, he has that whole new theme song going.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's my feeling. That's my gut instinct on that.
And now we have Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Yes.
That's a whole lot of I don't give a fuck.
That is
you got Bobby Lashley versus the fucking Black Khali. I'm sure that they'll probably let Omos win because they love doing Bobby dirty.
Yeah.
I just wonder how healthy Bobby Lashley is coming back into this. I know he's been injured a whole shit ton, so.
Well, I think we're safe, and no matter how it goes, it's not going to be a long match.
No, and yeah, I mean, I just don't care. I would say Amos probably, but I
Who
don't
cares?
know. Yeah, who gives a fuck?
That brings us to the winner takes all unification, the WWE and Universal Championships, where we have Brock fucking Lesnar taking on Roman, the head of the table, Reigns.
Oh my god. Yeah, I wonder how long you think these are going to be unified for? What's the over under on months?
They
3?
start
Is
teasing
that
separating them at SummerSlam and separate them officially at Survivor Series.
Whew, you think you're gonna last that long, huh? I think they split them up at fucking whatever
Nah,
Fallout is or whatever the next pay-per-view.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Backlash, yeah. Yeah,
No, no,
that's
no,
my
no. They
guess.
changed the name. It's WrestleMania Backlash now.
God, yeah, I fucking I despise almost everything about WWE. I mean, I'm not like their in-ring wrestling is good. It's like not like their product is like all that bad, but it's just like this constant need to like try and brand and market everything as something it's not.
Yeah.
That's like somehow like incredibly insulting to fans.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're bringing him to the medical facility, pal. It's like, no, that is not what anybody in the fucking world calls it, Vince. You are the only people that call it a medical facility.
Well,
what the fuck is all of it? A steel chair? Have you ever, like, out of the context, it's like, no, it's a folding chair, you dipshit. It's a steel ladder? No, it's aluminum, you cocksmoker.
well, regardless, I think Reigns is going to retain.
He has to. He has to win. He has to.
Lesnar doesn't need the bump for beating Reigns.
No, Reigns needs that.
If you're going to have somebody beat Reigns, it needs to be somebody they are elevating significantly. And Lesnar doesn't need to be elevated. He's already higher than everyone else.
He's
the only person higher on the roster than Brock Lesnar is Matt Riddle.
Facts. No, I mean, and I've said this for a long time, but Brock Lesnar is, in my opinion, the best professional wrestler working today. I don't think there's a single professional wrestler who's better all around than he is. He has it all. Who draws more than fucking Brock Lesnar right now?
No one.
Nobody.
And that brings us to the match I skipped because there's speculation. Seth frickin' Rollins taking on To Be Determined.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we also should talk about another segment. I will call
we'll get there. Let's speculate for a minute.
Okay. Well, that's speculation too, kind of. Oh shit, my camera froze. Seth freaking Rollins. Well, there's a lot of people who say that it's gonna be Seth Rollins, and this is the big return for a one Cody Deaner. No, Cody Rhodes. Actually, dude, how fucking awesome would that be? If fucking that's what it was. It was like Cody Deaner. Dude, that's something that they would do for sure. 100%. They would absolutely do that. And then and then have Cody Rhodes come out and fucking take the spot. But anyway, no, there's people, a lot of people are speculating as Cody Rhodes. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Cody Rhodes or not. It's possible.
It's not going to be Cody, dude.
There's some speculation also that it's going to be The Undertaker, which honestly seems more likely than Cody to me. And God, way worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Welcome, Shane.
Hello.
It's good to see you. I missed you for a while now. We've missed each other. But we've been found. Both of us have been found, and we're back in our boxes, in our cages. And yeah, we're just, we're talking WrestleMania. And yeah, we're talking a couple speculative matches, this one especially. What do you think, man? Who do you think it's going to be?
For Seth?
Yeah.
Shane McMahon.
Oh, I heard he is coming back for a match.
I honestly 100% think it's gonna be Shane because he's gonna be like, yeah, and like I can't get anyone to fight me. Nobody wants to fight me, and then it'll be the boss's son. And
That's not a
we
bad.
do know, like, Vince has already stated the match is happening, and he said he's picked the opponent, and he will announce them when their music rings.
Yep. Which means there's a good chance that they haven't picked the opponent.
It's Nick Gage. It's Nick fucking Gage.
Seth freaking Rollins versus Nick fucking Gage. I am in.
Yeah, that would be cool. It's never gonna happen, but
no.
Light tubes at WrestleMania, baby.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the one I would really love it to be, especially after recent announcements, is I think it would be really great if it had been Triple H. But I don't think that's happening.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like I think that would have been a fitting way to end like a section of that story, but
Goldberg isn't on WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was another one that was in the back of my head was Goldberg.
What about Batista?
Batista said that he's way done with wrestling.
Yeah, I think he's probably. Let's see if he's working on a movie. If he's working on a movie, then the answer is a firm no.
I'll tell you the answer that it should be, but it won't be. Is the answer is John Cena. If they really wanted to like make it big, make it actually matter, and make headlines, it would be Cena because that match would probably whoop ass. One,
yeah.
Two, he's bigger than the WWE is. So,
yeah, I mean, you missed me saying that I think like the best professional wrestler working today is Lesnar, but Cena when he's in the game is equally as if not a little bigger in some ways. But yeah.
Like the story is already built in as well because he could easily they could do like a pre-match promo where he's talking about he's like, like I had to fight, for my spot at WrestleMania. Because remember they did that really long angle with him for like 2 months leading up to Mania, where he didn't win the Royal Rumble and then he lost the number one contenders match against Daniel Bryan and then I think it was Roman maybe
bought tickets and then midway through the show.
Yeah, exactly. He could very easily go look like I felt for you. I'm sorry I'm gonna have to kick your ass, but I felt for you, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I can see it. You can also pretty easily go back to the Shield shit, or just as easily be, you're a prick and I'm a good guy, and here I am to hustle, loyal, and respect you.
It could be anything.
Yeah, that's not a bad move. I'd love to see it be The Rock, but there's no way that see, that's the thing is I don't. There's certain names that if it was The Rock, if it was Batista, if it was Taker, I feel like they would be using that to sell tickets, because honestly, there's nothing on the card other than Stone Cold really to get old school or casual fans even interested. Maybe Ronda Rousey.
WWE only has casual fans.
Yeah,
I mean Rousey, dude. Lesnar is casual fan number one.
God, Lesnar's so good, dude. He's so good. He draws better than anyone else in the business. He draws more money than anyone else in the business. Absolutely, you can't argue that. You cannot argue that. There's no one else in professional.
He draws more money than Okada
right now. I would say yes. I would say that with Brock Lesnar, with everything else that he brings to the table between just sales and selling T-shirts and all the marketing,
maybe because
and
he's
shit.
never there. I mean, if Okada worked Lesnar's schedule, maybe.
I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. The guy is a beast. The guy is one of the few people in the business that still blurs the line between what's real and fake. You see all the wrestlers talking about how even Bret Hart, I think, was saying that he's you look at Brock Lesnar work and it looks stiff, but he works. He's really safe. He's whereas you work with a guy like Goldberg and you just beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
but like he's got like and I don't know.
I don't listen to a single word Bret Hart says.
No, and I did say this in our private conversation a little while back because Brock Lesnar's been getting shit tons of great press from all around wrestling, and I think he's got a new PR person, and I think that's really what's going on. And they're just out there trying to get good stories out in the media. But I mean, either way, like most of the stuff I hear from other wrestlers, like paints them in like a light that is really good for the business. And
yeah, I mean, and all of that's fine. I just don't want to see him.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I see. I'm the other way. I still, anytime I see him work, I get excited.
But you're not going to see him work.
No, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch fucking WrestleMania. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna watch WrestleMania.
It's like 18 hours over 6 weeks.
No, it's literally 2 nights this year, and they both start at 8, so it's 2 normal length.
Assuming they both end at 11.
I would assume
last year
they only have like 5 matches a night right now. They're takeovers.
They have 7 matches each night.
Oh, did they add a bunch?
Plus the 2 that we just went over all this and it was rough. But they have like a fatal 4-way tag team match for the women's
they've had that
championship with 4 teams that don't make sense.
But you know what doesn't make more sense is the fact that Finn Balor and Ricochet are both not on the card.
Yeah, and that
how do both of your mid-tier championships not make the fucking card at WrestleMania?
And 2 of your best like cruiserweight wrestlers.
Here's the thing: is that I've heard a bunch of reports that apparently KO Stone Cold is supposed to headline night 1, meaning that's going to be like 20 minutes unto itself.
And it's only supposed to be an interview segment. Yeah,
but it's it's gonna it's gonna end with KO looking like a big old pussy bitch. He's gonna look like an
stunned.
idiot. He's gonna get stunned.
And there's gonna be a lot of beer, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great time, but it's gonna be
KO's
stupid.
Gonna
it's gonna be a waste of time.
He is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if he's getting paid,
he is. Yes, and he gets to do something with Stone Cold, which honestly, I'm sure for him is probably like a dream come true.
Yeah, and
I mean, as a kid, growing up as a wrestling fan, like
did you guys see the segment of him from not this past Raw, but the Raw before, where they open the show with glass shatters and then Stone Cold? I mean, and then Kevin Owens comes walking out as Stone Cold.
No,
he's got like the bald cap on.
I saw the picture. It was funny.
It's legitimately hilarious because the crowd is fucking going nuts, right? They're going crazy. And then there's an audible pitch shift because they don't film him walking out of the curtain. They're doing like one of like the wide like panning crowd shots. And there's an audible shift. You can tell the moment he gets through the curtain because it goes from to just boos. It's
like when after CM Punk left WWE and they went to Chicago and they hit his music and that sent out Paul Heyman to sit in the ring and talk shit and they just booed the fuck out. Oh God, that was a great segment, by the way.
Yes,
a brilliant segment. I don't know how I feel about the Stone Cold KO segment. I'm excited to see Stone Cold, obviously.
So did we do predictions yet, or
we did all of them, and I don't feel like reading them all again.
But you are welcome to make your predictions on what the worst match is going to be. Oh,
wrong button.
That it's a cult of personality, or we could just talk.
What the worst match is gonna be?
Yeah.
Hold on.
We got contenders up there like Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
I guarantee you that shit is going to be fun.
No, we already know the worst match Shane, you don't even need to fucking look this up. It's
Okay.
Bobby
Mysterio
Lashley
and-
versus Omos.
Oh, that's happening?
Yes.
Oh, that's one of the ones that. Oh, yeah. Either that or Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
Yes, that'll be really
Drew
bad.
McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. While not, I'm sure it's not going to be the worst match. I'm sure it's going to be okay
It's
to
gonna
good.
be awful.
Why? No, it's not going to be that bad.
No, it's just for reasons of poor Drew, like fucking poor
It's just
fucking
like
Drew.
why is this on WrestleMania? And
But the other titles aren't.
yeah, why
Yeah.
is the Usos like? Why is the tag team that they figured out to face the Usos at WrestleMania? Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I just
But-
want to, while Shane reads, I'm going to point out something. There are 5 tag team matches at WrestleMania, so I can see what happened. Somebody was reading the interwebs and went, yeah, Vince, they like tag team wrestling. We should put some tag team wrestling on here. Not realizing people like a tag team division, established teams that have history, and not 5 random fucking tag team matches of bullshit.
I just figured Teddy Long was in the booking room.
What? So I'm looking at Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn on here. What exactly is an anything goes match?
Is
that
it's the same as a hardcore no DQ. It's one of the Texas death match. It's all the same fucking match.
I really hope it's Falls Count Anywhere, because then they can really like.
Oh, my prediction on this one is that Johnny wins by using a fat man and a midget somehow to his advantage.
Oh yeah, no, I hope they structure the whole match. Like I said, I hope it's anything goes, and I hope they wander the arena, right? So I hope they just go room to room, and there's like a little story in each room. You know, this room has like Pontius, you know what I mean? And then they go to to another room, and maybe there's like people wearing like really generic, like masks, and then they do like the El Generico mind game, and yeah, I think that would be cool.
I can really get behind that. And just here in Pontius, last weekend I watched Action Point finally, which is one of Johnny Knoxville's best works of art ever, especially if you've ever heard of Action Park.
Yeah, dude, he fucked himself up bad in that movie. You know, his fucking eyeball popped out of socket.
Jesus, these
Yeah,
motherfuckers
twice.
are crazy.
It popped out
Damn.
once while filming, and then again when he
sneezed. Yeah, sneezed.
They said don't. They told him don't sneeze for 6 weeks.
Yeah, and then he said he started to like have fun with it, so he would just like go to a party and start popping his eyeball out of socket, just putting it back in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! You know what I watched?
Pontius's character in that movie is fucking on point.
Yeah, I'll have to send you like the slam from that, because it may be the gnarliest slam of his career.
All right. You know what I watched?
Jackass Forever.
No, I actually am going too soon. No, a little movie called Studio 666.
Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee.
That's going to be fun. Should
Okay,
be
yeah,
interesting. Should
Studio
be interesting.
666.
Studio 666, dude.
Taylor yet? Did I miss out on that?
No, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna take a moment and send our condolences out to the whole Foo Fighters family, Taylor Hawkins family, all his friends, Dave Grohl especially, in all this. And I'm actually gonna drink water for this tonight. I'm feeling a little torn after the Scott Hall thing, and finding out that he was pretty fucked up, and probably what killed him was a lot of drugs. I just want to honor him, this way, and say that Foo Fighters is one of the few bands that we all really agree on as being a great band, and Taylor was absolutely a key part of that, and a key part of keeping Dave Grohl around. So he's definitely going to be missed. And we watched Studio 666 in his honor, and we're going to review it for him. So But they did make this movie, and it looked like these guys had a lot of fun making this movie.
They looked like they couldn't have had more fun doing this.
Yeah, and for me that rubbed off. So this movie it takes place in basically our current reality, and it stars the Foo Fighters as the Foo Fighters, and they need to record their 10th album. Their studio's giving them shit about it, and they decide
exact dude,
and they decide to send him to a haunted mansion to record the 10th album. But Dave has a little writer's block.
They sent him to a haunted mansion, and Eddie Murphy was nowhere to be seen. What the fuck?
Oh fuck! Yeah, it was fun, and so they get to the haunted mansion, and
That Eddie Murphy joke and scared Shane.
and yeah, so they get there, and pretty quickly Dave starts realizing that there's something weird going on and feeling some sort of demonic presence, but he likes the sound and he wants to stay. And so they get all set up and they're about to start recording, really. And shit, I guess Whitney Cummings is their neighbor. She's hot. She's funny. She shows up. She's like, "Hey guys, I made you lemon bars and I have nice boobs." And then their sound tech gets electrocuted. There was some really fun kills in this, by the way.
The kills were good.
The one thing I wish though is that there were more.
Yeah, but the ones they did were.
I wish they would have taken like 5 or 10 minutes off of the beginning 30 before he goes crazy. I wish they would have had 10 more minutes for blood, gore, and
because all they really had in the beginning is they had Dream Widow getting, like, the singer for Dream Widow getting murdered, and then the lead guy from Dream Widow hanging himself. Yeah. And then it was basically until the electrocution, but that was a gnarly electrocution. That was a lot of fun. And then what else did we have? We had shortly after that, who was the next kill? Did they kill? Oh, they killed the delivery boy right next.
Yeah,
who was Will Forte. He cut his head off with a pair of loppers, which was fucking awesome. Ranch everywhere. Will Forte is hilarious. From everything from
I wanted ranch.
Yeah, okay, I'll get you. I'm sorry, Dave. And then practicing is like, this is my demo CD. Yeah, I said I was gonna bring it to you. Kills it. Will Forte, very, very funny man. MacGruber, isn't that who that is? Isn't that the show? Was that Saturday Night Live? He made the movie MacGruber. He's in it. He's in a bunch of other stuff. Very funny man. He gets murdered. Then one of the guitarists gets murdered and grilled, which was awesome. He gets like his head shoved into a grill. But dude, can I say I think the best thing about this is and I guess it should be obvious, but the fucking soundtrack is incredible.
Have you that they put that out on the EP, right? Like they did a 9-song long.
Yeah. Oh, I've listened to it at work the last 3 mornings.
It's such like an open love letter to metal without really sounding like a parody or like it doesn't sound fake. You know what I mean? No. It doesn't sound like he did this for any reason. It sounds like he legitimately loves metal, and this was like a good creative outlet for him to do it, because there's a lot of different styles. There's like death metal, there's thrash. Then it like towards the end of the EP transitions into like a lot of like stoner and like
he does love metal. Probot exists.
Yeah, but the main track, right? The one that he's like trying to write to open a portal to the fucking hell or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That song, like the one he hears on the reel to reel. I think it's the last song on the EP.
Yeah.
Lateral is something or other, dude. That shit. I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is like Soundgarden, and it's like you have like a little bit of Soundgarden, you have a little bit of like Alice in Chains in there, like you have all these like styles of like the people that like you could just
long one.
Yeah.
10-minute long one? Okay.
Yeah. And like there's just these points where like you have this like strong vibe of Alice in Chains in there, and like just these really like Soundgarden, like these very like interesting fucking like tracks of people that he worked with and was friends with, right? And like you could just you could tell it was like he's just pouring his heart into this shit, and he was having so much fun doing it. And I'll tell you what, did we put Dozer to sleep on this one?
Yeah, I think we did.
Dozer did not like this movie. He's as interested in this conversation as he was the movie. But that song, dude, is really good. The whole soundtrack is fucking awesome. Man. And I had a blast. I've been listening to it in the car. I've been listening to it at work. I had someone come in and is like, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just watched the Foo Fighters movie last night and I can't get this song out of my head." But there's a couple other really good kills in it.
Taylor obviously getting his head lopped in half.
Yeah, with the symbol was great. What's his name? And Whitney Cummings getting sawed in half while banging was an awesome kill. That was an awesome kill. What else did we have? We had the two guys getting stabbed and run over. That was great.
For the girl, yeah. Because the guy gets stabbed and it releases the brake and then it runs over dude's head, which was a great kill.
So
and then
good.
Just running the girl over, which kind of sucked, and then she stabs
And Dave surviving and then just like ending up going evil. Like I love the end because it is a very classic horror movie end where like you think finally everything's okay. He's got the demon out of him, and then he fucking finished the song and I'm going on tour solo.
I'll tell you what sucks, and beyond obviously the loss of human life and what happened. Are you telling me that they wouldn't have done like secret sets as that band at like certain shows?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that would have been so cool because they all could have, like Dave could have been like evil Dave, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
I definitely
fucked with the crowd, and they became like a real heavy, serious, like
I absolutely think that they would have done that. I think they would have done Dream Widow shows, like pop-up Dream Widow shows, right?
Yeah. Like we're playing here tomorrow. There's 300 tickets. They're $20 a piece. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of shit that Dave would do and they would do. But what a bummer, man. It's so sad. It's so sad. I was thinking during watching this movie that it. Like we mentioned it, but they looked like they had so much fun. Like they really did. And like, if anything, I'm really glad that they have that they were able to do that. They have it. It's on film. It's out there. It's there forever. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not going anywhere. I mean, God, they were all so funny in it. Like they all were
tell they were just hanging out. They were just like, like we've got $3 million behind us to write a fucking movie. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Dave and Taylor were the brainchildren of it. I'm sure Dave was as excited as what he always is, and getting people to do different stuff and
And you look at those guys though, and I listen to music. I don't, I never really go. I don't go. I certainly haven't been to a Foo Fighters concert. They don't really come around here, and it's a little pricey, I'm sure. So you look at some of those guys, and you're like, you're the fucking best rock band in the fucking world right now. What? Like the Indian guy or the Pakistani looking guy, and then there's like the guy who looks like what's his name? The British actor who does like Simon Pegg or whatever. Like he's got like a cardigan and like the beard, and you're just like, but they were so funny. Like they were legitimately really funny. And as dumb as it was, like sometimes like that works. They created a world that felt real. There were points where it was like a little cheesy and like they could have cut some stuff, but I love like the idea of it being like the Necronomicon. It was like just a love letter to metal and horror. Like it really was.
I mean, like horror as a whole and music really as a whole, because there are
Ooh, I thought they were titties for a second. That was just Matt Riddle.
hell. But yeah, I mean, horror exists in a really weird place, right? Where it's supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be serious 100% of the time because it's supposed to scare you. It's supposed to scare you to your core. You know what I mean? But horror also works when it's dumb and fun, and you know that going into it, or you know that immediately after the movie starts. Dozer is now Charlotte on the beach. But yeah, I mean, and this obviously was a movie that was just dumb and fun. Like, you could tell instantly. And from that point on, if you put yourself in, I'm just going to have fun with this movie, you know, crack open a couple beers and not look at it literally, it's I mean, it's really what you want. I mean, look at Evil Dead, right? Evil Dead 1 was a pure horror movie. Evil Dead 2 mixed in a lot of humor and comedy. You know, and it was fun. I mean, in both.
And by the time you got to Army of Darkness, it was almost all comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I still think, and we'll probably get in trouble. I'll probably get us in trouble, but this stuff here, so good. Dude,
you can't even hear it, so like it's all good. You're not getting us in any trouble.
Oh, I didn't do the hearing thing? Well, I'm an idiot, huh? Oh God,
that shit sounds like Sleep, dude. That track, have you ever heard of Sleep, Isaac?
No.
Like a Dope Smoker. It's like 63 minutes long.
Oh God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, the local watering hole that Wade goes to all the time, someone was pissed at him because he was playing fucking Lamb of God at the bar. So they played Dope Smoker because there's only 2 tokens on a Touch Tunes. Do you know what Touch Tunes is? That was right.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so Touch Tunes, they put them in at a lot of bars. It's pretty much a 2022 jukebox. So you get credits, you know, like two credits is like you get like 10, 12 credits for $10 or something.
Come on, tell me that doesn't have a Soundgarden vibe to it right there.
I can't hear it again.
Oh, that's because those are muted me.
No, that sounds like Sleep, dude.
I don't feel like getting a copyright strike on that shit.
It's not even a real band.
But anyways, yes, they played Dope Smoker because there's only 2 credits, which most songs are 2 credits. So like a 3-minute song is 2 credits.
Gotcha.
They played the 63-minute long Dope Smoker. Wade got blamed, but according to him, it was not him.
Oh man!
But it was Sleep, that band. That's what that sounds like. They're just total stoner jams. Dozer, what did you think about Studio 600?
Yeah, I'm turning this music on. I want to hear what your opinion is. Stop playing with buttons and talk.
Yeah, do a podcast. Come on.
It was a movie. I don't review movies. I review a lot of things. Movies are not among them.
Well,
I don't have much to say. It happened. It could not keep my attention in the slightest, and I was just trying to watch it to have fun.
God. All right. Favorite kill. You have a favorite kill?
Chainsaw.
The chainsaw kill was a very good one. It was a very good one.
Yes, Pat was my favorite character because he seems so out of place in the fucking Foo Fighters. I love him. Dude, he's funny. He was really funny in that.
In that band live, like that energy that they had in the movie translates. Like when I saw them, which was after A Day Got Rained Out, it opened up late and they definitely didn't have to play. Yeah, I'm sure they could have taken half the purse, whatever, and moved on. And it was a long rain out too. It was like 3 hours, so they had to cut a bunch of bands. And Foo Fighters went on late. Foo Fighters went on at like 10.
Whew.
I remember I had snuck Robert and Stephanie. You know, our Robert and Stephanie. You guys know them.
Yeah.
You know, into the main floor because we had floor tickets. They didn't. I I had walked back to the beer tent back of the stadium because I saw them in a what used to be a pro soccer stadium. The woman, was like, hey, it's going to be $8. And I had $16 in my wallet. So I said, fuck it, I'll have 2. And as soon as I said that, they came on stage and they started playing All My Life. And Dave Grohl looked at the crowd, looked at all of his bandmates, smiled and laughed and said, you motherfuckers thought the Foo Fighters weren't going to play, were ya? And he just started laughing. And then they went right into the song. And I was like, yeah. But like I said, I mean, it translated to them as a band and them live. They all had fun the entire time. There was no point in that set that any member of the band looked bored or mad to be there or mad to be performing or any. I mean, they all had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah, just not my jam.
Yeah. Well, I will say that fucking main song hits every sweet spot when it comes to metal for me. Love it. Yeah, the EP definitely worth checking out. The movie, honestly, I would, out of a rating scale of 13, I would give it probably an 8, an 8 or a 9. It's obviously it's not fine cinema, but for what it is, it's really funny. It's great. It's like the acting in it is great. The music is incredible. And if you want to just get fucked up and watch a stupid movie with a band that you like, having fun, then this is for you. If you just want to watch YouTube videos about the newest inks that will save you from some sort of plagiarism or getting your signatures stolen, this isn't the movie for you. If you want to watch, if you just want to watch YouTube videos on other people's opinions on Halo, like shit, dude, this ain't the movie for you.
Yeah, you're mostly wrong, and that's the funny thing. I like B horror movies. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Killer Clowns from Outer Space are some of my favorites.
But
I've honestly watched Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the fifth dimension several times.
Don't you dare lump that in with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Shut the fuck up about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. What's wrong with you?
That's a fine movie, but Buckaroo Banzai
is fine
cinema. That movie's classic. That's got John Lithgow as John Big Boutte. It's Big Boutte. Yeah, dude, I love that. I love that.
I don't know what it was. Could not hold my attention. I just wasn't into it. Couldn't get into it in the moment. And
next time you got to crush up that Adderall and snort it before the movie, and you'll be great.
No. I watched it late at night.
Has anyone watched the Batman?
No.
Hey, bro.
Jeez.
He doesn't watch superhero movies.
Oh, that's right.
I don't watch movies.
Batman.
I'm sorry, I forgot. We're not a Batman show or a movie review show.
Yeah, Batman wasn't a fucking superhero.
If anyone wants to do a pop culture show, I'm all for it.
I watched fucking Moon Knight. That shit was off the rails.
We can do a superhero show where I just tell you what superheroes aren't actually real superheroes, because that's Batman. Batman's a fucking rich mall cop.
Yeah, dude. No, he's a fascist vigilante.
Beats the shit out of poor people, and
awesome. Oh, it's so great. It's so great because
we could have an entire superhero show, and the roles would just be reversed. Shane would be the hater, and Isaac would be the lover.
Well, no, sort of. No, I'm
on all of it, dude. I hate superheroes.
No,
the superhero I have is John Cena.
Comic book movies for me are very hit or miss. There's a few that I really love. Most of them I think are trash. Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, great comic book movie. One of the best comic book movies ever made, honestly. You got Al Pacino as a villain. You got Madonna, playing not only just a villain but a hero. You got Warren Beatty.
Madonna likes to kiss people without their consent. She kissed Drake in the mouth with her tongue on stage, and he clearly wasn't enjoying it.
I would have. Madonna could do anything she wants to me. Did you see the video where she was in her bathtub of? She's in a bathtub of. No, this is great. She's in a bathtub of milk and rose petals, and she's talking about how like she identifies and she knows exactly what it's like, and her life is just like the people who live paycheck to paycheck. It's like, I get it. I know what it's like, guys.
Yeah.
Like you're in a literal bathtub of fucking milk and honey, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, that sounds stupid, but I'll tell you what wasn't stupid was Studio 666.
No.
As far as a 0 to 10 rating, for what it was, like you said, Isaac, if you know what you are getting into going into it, and you're not expecting an actual horror movie, it's like a 7 or an 8, easy.
Nice, yeah.
As far as a rating out of 666, it is 666 out of 666 because that's fucking metal, dude.
That is, On a scale of 1 to 2, I give it 2 horns up, baby.
Yeah. I would describe the movie as kick-ass with a period and then move on.
Hell yeah. I agree with that sentiment. And I think on that bombshell of a bombshell where Shane and I agree on something and Dozer is the lone hater, I have been Isaac. That's been Shane. That's been Dozer. We have been Such Good Shoot.
Tune in next week.
For Isaac's Forbidden Door. Yeah, next week we're going to watch what? We're going to watch NXT 5. Then we're going to watch NXT
WWF,
10.
right?
Oh.
Yeah, but we're on D-Generation X.
Oh, shit.
We got to watch that shit eventually.
Yeah, like...
That's right. You guys watched NXT, didn't you?
Yes.
I missed that. I missed that one. I was angry.
Yes. So we'll be reviewing 1997's last pay-per-view of the year. After that, we'll be transitioning into the 1998 year, and hopefully it'll get better. But this
it can't get worse.
In Your House, D-Generation X.
Also, the 98 Rumble was fun. I don't remember any of the matches, but the Rumble itself is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I mean, we're getting into that in like a month to 2 months, depending on what we do. But next week will be D-Generation X. I'll be here for the whole time because I don't work next week.
Me too, because I will actually not be lost in the woods on amphetamines and acid. So
we just said we lost you last week. Is that what you were up to? Is that your alibi or?
Sure, yeah, it's better than falling asleep being a good parent, isn't it?
Fuck you, bye.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Such Good Shoot. If you are on YouTube, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Or subscribe to us on your favorite audio catcher. Or finally, if you're on Facebook, leave a comment, like the video, and make sure to share it out to all your friends. Until next time,